Hello there, 2022 skincare favourites time, diving into soothing, hydrating formulas from my morning and evening routine. You can also find my 2022 makeup favourites linked below in 2 parts, and a 4th episode for hair and body is on the way. Now this is a beauty editor's 2022 favourites, not what the average beauty lover's bathroom cabinet might look like, but I'm very lucky that this is my job. I get to try some wonderful products and this is my best of beauty list, but I look forward to sharing more skincare and exploring more affordable brands with you this year. My skin type is normal to dry, quite dry in recent years, so I've really focused on calming, replenishing, barrier supporting products. Of course, everyone's skin and skin type is very different, and there are so many variables like diet, climate, genetics, so I can't make recommendations. I can only share my personal experience and encourage you to do more research if a product does interest you. I try to keep the steps fairly simple. In the morning, I splash my face with cool water, then mist, moisturiser and SPF, and at night I remove my eye makeup, then use a cleanser, mist, essence, serum, face oil, and moisturiser, lots of hydration. My very occasional once or twice a week steps are exfoliation and a moisturising mask. Plenty of continuity from previous annual favourites, plus a few new obsessions. I'll also leave discount codes below for a number of brands featured here. We start with the most important step of all, sunscreen. Every day, follow the application instructions, reapply, apply enough, and reach for covered clothing, a hat, and sunglasses too. My consistent favourite, Ultraviolet Supreme Screen SPF 50+. This Australian brand makes sunscreen feel like skincare, and their hydrating option gives you a smooth, dewy glow. Found at international Sephora's outside the US, Cult Beauty, Net-a-Porter, Liberty, and Space NK. Aussie viewers, I've managed to get an Adore Beauty code for you below that includes Ultraviolet. I'll power through the next 2 categories because they're also firm favourites that haven't changed. Continuing my decade-long love of Chanel Biphase Eye Makeup Remover. Very gentle, just shake it up, splash a tiny bit on a cotton round, and it effectively removes shadow, liner, mascara without rubbing. I do sometimes like a face makeup removal step too if I was wearing more than usual or out and about amongst city dust and dirt. Hoping to bring you more French pharmacy content this year, and I'll certainly be stocking up on more giant bottles of gentle Bioderma micellar water. P.S. Aussies, that Adore Beauty code works for Bioderma. I know a lot of you have tried and loved Avène's Clénance Cleansing Gel. I've stuck to this for quite a few years now as my evening cleanser, a thorough foaming gel that gives my skin a really good clean and helps to minimise my hormonal breakouts without stripping my skin. Again, Adore Beauty code works for Avène. After cleansing, I'll pat my skin dry, then lightly or generously mist to help my hydrating serum and moisturiser steps sink in. Kept it very simple with Avène's thermal spring water for most of the year. Every bottle size was in my empties video last November. Soothing, simple, effective. Excellent, even but light aerosol spray. For similar, superior spray reasons, I rediscovered an old favourite, Caudalie Grape Water. Such a lovely, super fine mist with a refreshing, grape-like scent, even though it's technically fragrance-free. But if we're talking old favourites, Jurlique Rosewater Balancing Mist has to be here. This product definitely belongs in my Australian Beauty Hall of Fame. Realistic, fresh rose scent made with real rose petals. My Adore Beauty code below will apply to Jurlique. New category, Hello Essence, a thinner consistency so it goes before serum. The much hyped K-beauty icon, TikTok trendy CosRx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence slid into my life and I loved it. Slightly more viscous and slidey than a serum, no scent, hydrating, calming, repairing. It seemed to help spots fade a bit faster, so I consistently patted in 3 pumps at night. Code below. Lots of juicy serum exploration last year. Possible single favourite product of 2022 was Trini London's Plump Up Serum. This refillable peptide and hyaluronic acid silky dream is lovely and light but has an instant thirst quenching effect. I actually got to meet Trini last year. I'll leave some fun behind the scenes footage below. More hydrating launches, thank you very much. Go2 brought out their first hydrating serum, much plumper skin. Peptides, provitamin B5, 4 types of hyaluronic acid, all the good stuff. Nearly finished my 2nd bottle after very bouncy, smooth results. Speaking of bounce, I do still rate Glossier Super Bounce. Finally reached the end of my backups from about 2019. This hyaluronic acid and provitamin B5 serum has a cooling, silky feel and never feels sticky. None of these do. A new Aussie creation, Rebound Serum by TBH Skincare, was made in collaboration with one of my trusted skinfluencers, pharmaceutical scientist Hannah English. She packed her knowledge and a bunch of hydrating, calming, soothing ingredients into this sellout bottle to help support your skin barrier. Great light texture and hydrating feel. Another local, Sand and Sky's Tasmanian Spring Water Splash Serum, making its third annual favourites appearance. The watery consistency just feels like a glass of water for the skin. Tassie Spring Water, 2 types of hyaluronic acid. I think it's one of the brand's unsung heroes. Sand and Sky code below. A late in the year love, Victoria Beckham Beauty Skincare was created in collaboration with Augustinus Bader, the leading luxury skincare brand, so it's nice to experience his expertise through VB. Very impressed by the Cell Rejuvenating Power Serum, repairing, brightening, hydrating, calming. It basically became my one-stop shop serum, and I definitely noticed an overall improvement in my skin. Quite a team of morning and evening moisturisers. You might have seen dark green tubes of Weleda Skin Food before, the famous ointment-like multi-use cream. Its thinner sister, Skin Food Light, was a great winter morning friend. Calming plant extracts, citrusy lavender scent. My skin felt smoother, softer and more supple. Weleda codes below. Luckily, couldn't really tell the difference when Avène's Tolerance Control Soothing Skin Recovery Balm replaced their previous skin recovery formula. This is my keeping it super simple morning moisturiser. Not a heavy balm at all, it's nice and light but feels smooth and very nourishing. I also powered through a pot of Avène's Hydrance Aqua Cream in Gel. As a gel cream, it was a lot lighter, almost watery fresh and melted in. Nice burst of hydration, particularly in warmer months when I didn't need those creamier textures to cocoon my skin. A more sophisticated formula later in the year was the Allies of Skin Peptides and Antioxidants Daily Treatment, a bestseller from the brand I'd seen the Anna Edit rave about. This 5-in-1 moisturiser hydrates, firms, refines, brightens and delivers antioxidant protection, like a gradual daily version of Noticed a Difference face mask results. New Allies of Skin code for you below. When I want to go right back to basics and calm down any skin barrier tantrums, I completely trust La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5. For a few years I used this repairing balm to heal dry or raw skin around spots, but now I also apply a light layer all over my skin instead of moisturiser sometimes. It's quite rich, so I really work it in for calmer, smoother skin overnight. That Adore Beauty code, yep, works for La Roche-Posay. Last but not least, my usual evening moisturiser that has stood the test of time since 2014, go-to very useful face cream. I used to swap to this in winter, but my dry skin drinks it in all year round now. It's the richest cream in this lineup, but a little bit doesn't feel too heavy, just nice and nourishing. Quite a creature of habit with my favourite face oils. I'll always come back to go-to Face Hero because it does almost exactly what the luxury brands do for a fraction of the price, sometimes half, sometimes 1/6 of the price. 10 plant and nut oils, light texture, gorgeous glow, grabbing that holiday season jumbo size every year. I completely fell for another Aussie, Avec Skin Bioactive Nutrient Serum. Their farm-to-skin approach means small, sustainable farms growing and pressing 14 botanical ingredients to nourish skin and soothe breakouts. A really luxurious, lightweight feel. Sadly, the brand isn't currently active online, but I hope they might reappear in future because I would love to buy backups of it, because it kind of felt like using a bigger, lower priced, local version of this luxury icon. Vintner's Daughter Active Botanical Serum has an oil texture, 22 botanical ingredients, glorious, glowy, breakout calming results for me. Very steep, the max I will spend, so I ration this one and go for Face Hero in between. I recently opened another Fortuna Skin Biphase Moisturizing Oil, my top product in 2021, and the other, so expensive I wish it wasn't so good, formula in my routine. In the luxury face oil world, this does something different because it's water light, literally olive leaf water and olive oil from the hills of Sicily. Stunning. Oh, stunning. Happy to share a Fortuna code below. Very occasional exfoliation, once a week, sometimes once every 10 days was plenty for my skin, and my favourite is still go-to exfoliating swipies. Quite happy keeping it simple with these chemical exfoliant pads year on year. I swipe one side around my face, then the other, leave the solution on for a minute, then rinse my noticeably softer face. 2 new hydrating masks and 1 reigning champion. La Roche-Posay's Cicaplast Balm B5 mask. Wow. Instantly calming, plumping, soothing, glowing skin like a hydrating facial, made of biodegradable cotton, but I do usually prefer to skip single-use products, so they have an actual B5 serum I'll be testing to see if it's an alternative, and I use a $1 Muji container to enjoy all of the extra juice in the packet as a serum. Go-To answered my prayers for a hydrating cream mask at last. The repair shop has similar keywords to the rest of this video really. Nourishing, barrier repair, calming, soothing, ticks every box for me. I slather it on for 10 to 15 minutes to give my face a hydrating hug. And I'm still addicted to Jurlique's Rose Moisturising Cream Mask. I just cut up another empty tube to get to every last bit. Rich, but doesn't feel greasy or thick. It's perfect for a spa night in front of trash TV. My skin soaks it in, I massage in any excess, and eventually splash it off for plumper, soft skin. There you have it, a highly predictable but repetitive for a reason routine. I'm sure many of you are very loyal to your favourites when you know they work well. There's only so much one face can physically test at one time, and you don't know what's working and what's not if you mix and match too much. So when I'm onto a good thing, I'm going with it. Please share your 2022 skincare rituals in the comments. Do you have lots of different steps or keep the key elements the same? Any particular skin heroes or focuses for you last year? Let me know. It's nice to be back. Can't wait to chat with you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.